Good morning, dear friends. My reason for making this video today was as a result of the reactions that followed the meeting Ohaneze had with Buhari. And the theme of this video today is in Ohaneze, we have no leaders. The reason of this very theme which I chose, which probably could be somewhat outrageous to some people, was as a result of my own personal experience with the Ohaneze in the past. When I was the political head of Ndebo in Rivers and Bayelsa State. And a case in mind was when we took our concerns to Enugu in a Ohaneze meeting, of which was shared by Justice Eza Ozobo, retired then. Our concern was as a result of the introduction of Sharia law in one of the northern states, Zamfara, to be precise. And we knew what could what could come of it when those of us from the southeast or south happened to be posted there for youth service, going by our normal dress code, which does not in any way conform with the Sharia dress code. So in essence, it is an aberration to them. Well, we went to Ohaneze with our concern, and those, if I could remember vividly, some of the people I could still have in mind was one Professor J.U.J. Asiebu, Chief Chikere Peters, Barrister Cosmos Wolozo, Eze Vincent Onyali, the traditional ruler for Bankota in Imbieri, who is now late, and some other notable Igbo men and women. We went, with to Enugu then to actually send this very concern to Ohaneze to use the platform of Ohaneze to make it known to the NYSC and the Nigerians in general that our people should not be posted to Zamfara state. As it happened, as it played out, after the normal deliberations, I made my own presentation concerning the issue, being the leader of the delegation. Well, I was actually talked down. Not really talked down in that sense, but when someone said such things should not be mentioned, as it's going to bring a lot of cause a lot of problems in the country. But it is so disheartening to to learn that those who actually implemented the Sharia law didn't cause an uproar, but those who actually want to make sure that their own people do not fall into such trap being set up are the ones who are being advised not to take such matters into the open. And after my presentation, Ezozobo wasn't comfortable with it, and he started asking if there's any pressmen here that they should go out. Unfortunately, no one identified themselves as pressmen, and the meeting carried on. Then, we went back to Port Harcourt after the meeting, disappointed. But as luck will smile on our faces, the next day, Punch, I can still remember, carried the headline, "The Igbos have said that they will not allow their people to be posted during the youth service to any of the northern states that that are implementing the Sharia law." It became a headline. Well, that's good. It became a headline. And what happened thereafter? Ezozob himself denied ever saying such a thing. Yes, he didn't. I did. But he didn't want to take a stand when it comes to the Igbo issue. However, when this thing came up, Bayelsa Alamesia, I can still remember, was the first, to take to, state it clearly that their people should not be posted to Zamfara State, that they have enough spaces to absorb them in Bayelsa State, followed by Obon Victor Atta of Cross River State, Akwa Ibom, sorry, and it became a national news. But the most interesting thing here is not about what other states did, but rather what the people, the Igbos who are supposed to fight for their own people, were the ones who are scared stiff to stick their necks out for their own people, whereby other states have just picked up the gauntlet and start, shutting their heads up that they wouldn't allow their own people to be posted to some further state. So this comes to mind when I said, Ohaneze, we have no leaders in Ohaneze. I've never believed in that. I've attended so many meetings in Ohaneze, and I know how things are done, are done in hot church tunes there. Ezozob was actually positioning himself as a ministerial candidate or an ambassadorial candidate then, but as it will happen, he never got it. So the Ohaneze we are talking about is, a springboard, a platform for those who are looking for favors from the federal government. So if any of them comes out to tell you that they are actually fighting for the Igbo cause, tell them they're all liars. I have been in that very midst for years, and I knew nothing that will rock, the boat where they are. They wouldn't let it see the light of the day, and nothing would they say to defend the entire Igbo race when it comes to, what the Nigerian state stands for. They wouldn't want to. They wouldn't dare. Because it is more of a political, a political post for them. Because they want to actually go far. So coming back home again, what is happening today within Nwodo? It's not surprising to me. It isn't. I'm not surprised about what is happening. The only leaders you can call that are leaders are those who will want to risk everything, including their own, most especially their own comfort. I have been a leader. I have been detained so many times in Port Harcourt. Thank God, the last time I was detained was at Moscow Road, police headquarters. They were actually preparing to take me to Calabar. But thank God for the timely intervention of the Igbo Press Union in River State. Then they gathered, they came to the commissioner's office, they're looking for Ozo Kuyokeke. And what happened? Well, after the protest, I was allowed to go. I wrote a statement and I was allowed to go. Another one was Oluobasanjo police station. I'm not even talking about the SSS. So I have gone through all this. One, I can't even remember the DPO's name, Oluobasanjo police station, when I was taken there. Thank God for the Okada riders and market women who came to protest. And when the DPO found out, he has read a lot of things on the newspapers about what's going on between me and Odile then. And the reason, and what was the issue? The issue was, I was asked to take 3 million naira and a Prado Jeep. I refused it. Because I was talking about the Igbo issue, double taxation, abandoned property, and every other thing. I was told to shut up. I said I wouldn't. The Yoruba and the Hausa communities have taken their own from Odile. The records are all there. You can find out for yourself. I refused it. I said, I'm not going to sell my own conscience or sell the Igbos just for something I will live to regret. I refused it. And I have seen someone like that in the person of Kano. There are many millions of Igbos there. But if the people you think that are very comfortable, the Nyanwood and all the rest of them, we are not going anywhere. These are not the people who can fight for Igbo cause. Never. These are not the crop of people. I have been in their midst and I knew them very well. These are the same people who never raised their voice when the Igbos are being slaughtered by the herdsmen. Look at the governors. And at the same time, they always blame the for not listening to the elders. For goodness sake, which youths are going to listen to the elders? What kind of elders are there? If you ask me to mention a good leader among them, I would say Okwadike. I have been in many meetings with him. This is a man who has been consistent. I still remember the meeting we usually have in Engineer Chris Okoye's residence in Enugu before ABGA was even registered. He was the political advisor to Obasanjo there, yet he attends this meeting. These are the people who are ready to break their balls, who are going to go extra miles for Igbo cause. And Mwabeze, Professor Mwabeze is another one. He never flinched. These are what you call true leaders. Not the Nyanwood. I still remember, I think he attended that very meeting before ABGA was registered. What I'm saying, he knew exactly what I'm saying now. We start that meeting, we usually start the meeting by 12 midnight. Obonayono used to be in that same meeting as well. At the end of the day, Okwadike will still go back to where he's playing his own politics. That when he was serving under Obasanjo, he have never stopped speaking out in favor of the Igbos. Never. Not these people, not this crop of men who now went to take a handshake from the same man whose people has been slaughtering your own people. You can't even ask about the detained fighters, the detained detained people. What are their sins? What have they done that was against the Constitution of Nigeria that they have remained in detention? And we call these people leaders? I mean, it's just funny. To me, it is absolutely bonkers for me to see these people as leaders. I have never seen them as leaders. I know in my own days, they say I'm too stubborn. But if you're not stubborn, if you're not ready to risk your skin for the betterment of your own people, then you better come up from there. You don't deserve to be there. You don't even deserve to be seen as one. You don't even worth to be called a follower, much less a leader. They talk about Igbo intelligentsias and all the rest of them. We don't have diplomacy. Well, I don't think I do. And I'm not sure I even have anything called patience in my own, in my own being. And hence, I totally disagree with them in my own time. I was detained many times. Many times I was detained. That didn't still break my spirit. And we have people who are not ready to risk anything because they've got businesses. They are too comfortable. These men are too comfortable. However, if you put them side by side vis-a-vis, the Yorubas, the youth are saying we can exchange the 5 governors, including Ohaneze, to FFK. Fani Kayode. Has he not been detained many times? He left his comfort zone. And he can even speak in defense of the Igbos. Yet those people who are Igbos could barely raise their voice. And you call them leaders? I'm appalled. I couldn't just believe that so many people will go on to defend these kind of people. These are the people who never cared. There is a kind of condemnation across the globe. How people were treated. How the Igbos, how the Biafrans were treated.